how it works. I think that's the thing with Evil, why Evil's so consistent, is he can apply his game to everybody.
Yeah.
So it's really effective. So here we go.
This map number 1, guys. We are in the semi-finals between Spart1e and Cypher. We've got a bit of a little cess-off going on here on Lost World. We haven't seen this map getting played today. But Spart1e's actually got open access to the major items, and he's going to get first blood on Cypher. And Evil wants the password from me. I'm sorry, Evil, I cannot access that information for you right now. But oh my god, Spart1e, is he going to get one more? Cypher was almost going to visit the lava just then.
But Spart1e saved him.
Dart and a half right there.
Yeah, he is doing really, really well. I love how I love the rocket kill he got first. He just had a very last millisecond flick to compensate and nailed it really well. And he's not really in a comfortable position by any means.
He's behind you. He just slipped by Spart1e.
Oh dear.
I saw it, and I think Spart1e's just had a little bit of a guess.
And Cypher must be on. Where did he go? Because he must have dropped down. Okay, he didn't commit to either item. He could have gone for the Mega, but that would have been a bit of a risk. He didn't realize how far Spart1e was away from it.
I think he assumed that Spart1e saw him, but that was odd.
He's got a rocket jump up, if he can. He's only got one rocket, and he needs that to get position. So he's going to just take the fight, and it's looking like it's going well enough for him. But still, there's the rocket jump. Needs more rockets desperately.
Pick it up. There we are.
There we go.
Spart1e's LG again, though. He's at that little tight angle up the top. He managed to hit devastating amounts. And that red and Mega, both about to be up. Spart1e probably going to edge off and get the Mega soon. He's got to be careful. Took quite a bit of damage just then. And this is the item. Safety shall resume for the Swede.
Ooh, bit of an aggressive move there. Will Cypher go for that red? Looks like he's not going to be able to get anything. So Cypher's going to be kind of nullified, if you will, for a good 30 seconds. Might be able to pressure a bit, but he's not taking any of these big items for the next cycles.
Spart1e's just trying to stabilize as much as possible. Right, this is one of Cypher's best maps to his ability and to his admittance. He absolutely, well, he flourishes on this map. He's incredible, he would say. But Spart1e wants to show him a trick or two after the many years this map's been around. And he's actually struggling to even understand where Cypher is at the moment. There it is, a bit of LG up at the top. Spart1e's going to keep most of his stack intact. The lava will take a bite out of it. It's just a small amount of chip. So Spart1e from 200 to 200, he's down to 150, 150. And he's actually a very aggressive play here. Spart1e with the LG. Oh, God. Can't do that. And he's going to be able to get the Mega. Oh, a little bit sketched out there from what Spart1e was doing. I think ultimately now he's lost out on the red armor, so control slipping away. There is starting stack for this week.
And Spart1e is definitely doing a good job, but as we've seen, Cypher, he's playing amazingly to actually be able to work himself into a spot where now he's got some map, or rather some position on the map, better than Spart1e, locking him out of that choke point. Spart1e's got the choice, does he go high or does he drop low? High does definitely make a lot of sense. And he's going to get on top of Cypher, ready for this Mega health. And he's going to have to escape. Perfect timing on the pickup.
That was just brilliant damage. For the just brief moments of Spart1e was hitting stuff, it was the most he could have gotten.
This is so close right now. That red is really important for Cypher. And he's going to be able to pick it up. That's a really big deal. Spart1e had an opportunity where he could potentially have dealt damage or cut him off, but low on ammunition, low on armor himself, he didn't feel the risk was worthwhile. And another bit of a back and forth here, but this should allow Cypher to be able to push onto the Mega, and this is really bad for Spart1e. He actually gets dropped there, and that is Cypher now with a mammoth stack. This is going to be so hard to deal with.
Spart1e though, he's got the LG very quickly. He's backing off. He wants some more health, but he can't get onto that red platform. He'll probably get the 50 health level. Is he going to go take two? He does, and Cypher misses pretty much all the plasma. Spart1e, he's right next to him. Is he going to push around the corner? Cypher, the shotgun blast to tie the game up. Cypher is still licking his wounds a little bit. He'll have a bit of an armor advantage.
This wouldn't go down there. That must have been very frustrating for Cypher, but the thing is that Spart1e, after that bit of an awkward scuffle that they had, he should realize that Mega is, well, he could have done something if he had a rocket at that Mega, but he wasn't around. So now Cypher's going to be able to assert himself on the map, and Spart1e's just got to play the Ghost, but he is going to be exercised here by Cypher. And how did he do so much damage?
Whoa.
Is he going to frag Cypher?
Oh, it's so close. He just can't get the last rockets to hit. Cypher's going to be surviving. He'll get himself another YOLO and pick up a bit of an advantage here. But Spart1e with the higher ground, is he going to be able to rain rockets down onto this red? Not enough, and they're going to be trading spots. I don't know if Spart1e's going to have enough time to pick up the Mega, and he's actually going to rocket it to the wall to his own undoing. Yeah, Spart1e's in trouble. Cypher starting to get an edge on this map.
Wow, he did a lot of damage though. Spart1e keeps doing insane amounts of damage. Problem though is that he is actually getting fragged, and you can see there's a separation that's quickly appearing. It's now 3, the difference. So Spart1e's got to be careful because there's only 4 minutes left now. So if it starts to get to the 5 mark, he's in a really bad situation. So he only realistically has, let's say, 2 more chances, and oh, this could go terribly for him, but the rocket just enough in time to save him. But can he work his way out? He does.
That was good. That rocket pushing him into the lava. Is Spart1e going to try and get a position onto red? He could have gotten to it just then, but I think he felt a little bit too vulnerable. Spart1e maybe will be able to edge out and get himself another yellow after all that's over. But actually, Cypher somehow makes it up through the bounce pad. No air rocket meeting him. I think that was a failure of execution for Spart1e. We certainly should have been able to weaken Cypher a lot more. So it is, he managed to get the Mega Health. He's hanging around with the machine gun. Cypher's getting very, very weak from that. Gives him some respect. Spart1e.
Oh, no red pickup. That is a big, big deal there, but he's going to be able to pressure, so this is another good option. But did he just drop through the telly? What is going on? Spart1e's in so much trouble. Those are maybe 2 opportunities that could have been really good for him, but he just didn't go for it.
I can see that Spart1e may have felt that he would have been able to get to red before Cypher got to him, but maybe he felt that he couldn't get to the 50 health bubble as well. And I think that's what made him decide not to go there in the end. But the decision after, I have no explanation for. He goes back through the teleporter when he could have survived, maybe gone up to the algae yellow. And this is it. Cypher's going to pick up another kill here in map number 1 of the semi-finals.
I don't know if there's time anymore for Spart1e. He's got to get 5 in 2.5 minutes on Lost World. Cypher's going to be able to play this really well defensively. The stack has yet to really be touched. I mean, okay, it's not a massive stack, but he's going to be able to pick some stuff up right now. But Spart1e on top of the yellow right there. But it almost seems as if Spart1e's given up the Ghost as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough map for him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hold on to his lead for really long enough at all at the beginning. 2-0. He would have loved to have made that last minutes longer than it in fact did. He's just trying to double back. He wants the pummel, but Cypher won't give it to him. It's like Cypher just a tiny bit frustrated, and he's not hitting as much as maybe he would like. But the results are there. The score's where he wants it to be.
Yeah, and this is okay for Spart1e because this is really going to be, besides Blood Run, the hardest map for him against Cypher. So, and I think Spart1e actually has a better Blood Run game than he gives himself credit for. So, going into the next maps, he's going to feel a lot more confident. I'm hoping for him that he gets to draw, some Furious Heights and get that in the mix. Even a Sinister can work for Spart1e.
For sure. This is definitely one of the hardest maps you could have played against Cypher. As I said, Cypher really considers this map to be his best, along with Arrow Walk. So really any map now basically is going to be better for Spart1e. But he's made some good plays, although now he's starting to meet with Cypher's rockets a little more than he would like. But he just wants to probably play it to the end. Heat himself up as much as possible for the second map where he's going to hope to make the upset instead.
Yep, definitely going to be. I mean, if it's Furious Heights, I think Spart1e. I am actually favoring Spart1e, although it's never nice for a player that does rely on some confidence to start with a map loss in the best of 3. But I believe in Spart1e. I believe in his power. I think he's shown us some great games today, and I would be surprised if Cypher has an easy time.
Well, Spart1e is up against, say, number 2 online player in Europe at the moment. Best LAN player in the world at the moment. That's granted going to be a difficult one. That's 15-3, the final score on the first map of this semi-finals. Let's see what's going to happen on map number 2. Because as much as it was a nice first minute or two for Spart1e, it wasn't a pretty story after that.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't. Saving grace, though, for him is, again, Lost World's out of the way with. And he can move on to his map of choice, as that was obviously Cypher's. I definitely
hope we don't see Blood Run all of a sudden.
Yeah, no Blood Run.
What are you doing to us?
Even a Cure would be... A Cure would be okay. So, Spart1e's good there, but Cypher, you know, he really likes that map. He favors it massively. So Cure would be tough, but I think Cure could provide an excellent game for the viewers, at least.
Spart1e's really good at just punishing you when you get onto those items, like more so than 99% of the Quake population. If you're going to pick up the red, he's just stunning. It's not difficult to LG someone who's sitting in that little red enclosure, but Spart1e just does it phenomenally well. And even when you're up at the Mega, Spart1e's really good. And he knows when to leave up both of the items. He tries to really stop you from getting either of the major items, rather than just settling, right, I'll just take one and I'll be happy with you taking the other. He really tries as hard as he can to get rid of all of the items from the map from you.
And he's also a guy that's comfortable taking reads and risks with leaving items up. And because he has the confidence in the aim, because this is a thing that can be difficult to do, because once you actually take a decision like that, you have to hit the shots. Because if you miss the shots and your opponent gets away, he's going to run into an item that you left up. So then the whole play blows up in your face. But Spart1e is very confident in doing stuff like that. So I would love to see more of that from him. And I hope that he's able to perform to the best of his ability for the next maps.
I can't like delude myself. I still think that Cypher's probably going to win this map, but you know that Spart1e, he beat Ash. Not many people can say they've done that against Ash in a competitive setting. That's an enormous victory for him. Of
Cooler
course,
can say it.
Pardon?
Cooler can say it.
Cooler could. Oh, there's a couple, man. Don't be nitpicking all this. And then he won the quarterfinal against Dopey, which I guess we probably were expecting. This is another level. I think this is just a tiny notch above Ash. And the thing is, Ash probably doesn't know Spart1e's playstyle as well as Cypher does. And I think that might be one of the issues, the kind of just the knowledge factor on them. And Cypher, I think, trumps him in that department.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see what happens. And I'm actually... It's a shame that we're not seeing an aerial walk, because aerial walks can be sometimes boring in the competitive setting, but these two guys usually have insanely entertaining aerial walk games between each other. So that's like maybe the only time I'll request an aerial walk game between these two guys. But yeah, the reason I brought up Cooler or name drop Cooler is because I've read some.
You have to name drop Cooler.
I've seen some analytics, and there's a special Cooler section. You know, when Cooler's mentioned, it has a positive impact on the numbers.
Oh, what? So you just have to say it. So just name drop here and there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to remember to do that more, actually. In my shows. Okay, that's good. No.
That's the cooler way to go about it.
Was that a pun? I don't even know what to make of that.
Don't know. Let's move on.
Production's literally face palming right now. They're crying in the background. All I can hear are like the salty tears of depression from that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Where's the next map?
Let's just ponder on that note a little more. Anyway, we can move over. I'll stop putting you in a bad light. Furious Heights, I think we heard, was going to be the next map. This is a big improvement. I think as much as Airwalk would have been fun to watch, I think that Furious Heights is...
This is, I mean, it's Spart1e's pick, you know. I think this is probably the best result for him out of the maps remaining in the pool, I'd say. I mean, if he gets his good start, if he gets himself going, this could be a really, really fun match to watch. And we really will get to see... Because, I mean, I imagine Cypher's going to, if he manages to make it to the grand finals, he's going to have to run into a Furious Heights match, likely against Evil. Unless Powell can take him down. So I'm very curious to see how Cypher's playing there today. Because when
Evil and Cypher, they often end up on like a Sinister and a Cure as well. It's often like Sinister, Cure, +1, and then that's the 3 maps in a row for Evil.
Yeah, we had like Lost World a lot as well between them. It would be like, I
actually would like to see more Lost World between them. So really? I get a feeling that Lost World's actually starting to get to the end of its life in competitive Quake.
Why do you think that?
I just feel like it's not long before tournament organizers are going to be like, you know what, we don't want Lost World anymore. And I'm sad. I need that. There needs to be some kind of non-rail replacement for it. But We're in game? Oh, apparently we had a small technical hiccup there, which was preventing us from getting in game, but we're 4 minutes in, and Spart1e's got a lead, actually, here on Furious Heights. So this is good. We came in at a pretty astonishing time in this match. I think I had to blink a few times to really tell what that the score was true.
But that's how it works, though. Cypher's already started the comeback, hit 2 fantastic rails, and this is going to really set him up for the items, of which, just because we just jumped into the game, we can't actually see when the items are respawning. So maybe I'll get to time them, unless you add it quickly.
I'll quickly jump over, guys. I can get the timers really fast.
There we go. So we can see that red is up. So this is Cypher. He won the red. Enough time to get over to the mega. He even hit a rail, so this should leave Spart1e all softened up. Too softened up to make the challenge, and he's not going to do so. So Cypher we just witnessed Cypher winning the map back. So is he going to be able to get these free frags back as well? Ooh, wow. He's really connecting.
Spart1e's got to survive a little bit. He wants to cherish this lead as much as possible. He's stuck himself in a bit of a corner over here. This music to Cypher's ears. And he's going to bring it 1 frag closer to a tied game. I'm actually pretty concerned for Spart1e at the moment. He needs to slow Cypher down because he's zipping around the map like he just don't give a damn. It's going to be the mega up. And Cypher has got time to his yellow before he can position himself towards the red. Just which way is he going to choose to get there? He wants to go through LG. He's there on the dot, but Cypher, he's going to have it stolen under his nose. Can Spart1e do any additional damage? He needs to weaken him as much as possible, and not enough, I'd say. And he's going to spawn right in front of him. I think Spart1e, this might be it. The rail up to the top. Tied game we've got. And what the hell is Spart1e's plan now?
It's got to be to just ride out the wave of Cypher awesomeness that we're actually seeing, because Cypher's hitting every single rail. His rockets are absolutely on point. We're actually seeing the Cypher, the kind of effortless Cypher when he's really hit, like I'm really hot mode, like the in the zone Cypher. That's just gorgeous to watch. We're starting to see glimpses of that. Is it going to continue? Can he hit this next rail? Spart1e disappearing out of the angle.
Wow. Cypher suddenly has nothing. The rockets are coming so close, just a flicker of LG. Cypher knows that if anything hits, he's going to die. And he wants to try and set up for this mega, but it's not up for 5 seconds. Cypher might just have to forfeit position from everywhere. The rail. Spart1e knew how weak he was. He probably would have been a little bit more aggressive.
And I have to say, it was an amazing play by Spart1e because he knew that Cypher would have to go for a rail shot there. So he quickly switched weapons and stopped around the corner to go for an aggression, banking on the fact that Cypher, which he did indeed, actually switched to the rail, missed the shot, gave Spart1e loads of free damage. Had he not made that one play, he'd probably be looking at like a 6-4, maybe even 7-4 right now, because Cypher was looking, his stack there was incredibly good. And we see the mega coming up here as well. Another quick roll. I swear, I mean, Cypher is hitting everything. Am I wrong? Am I not seeing this right? All these rails are landing. They're finding Spart1e's hitbox. And Cypher will fall back onto the red. So Spart1e did a good job pushing him off the mega. But Cypher's looking dangerous.
Whoa, that was a sneaky position, actually, from Spart1e just then. He's weakened him a lot. He actually wants to jump down and deal damage, but Cypher straight back through the teleporter. He might be able to hold on to his life over here. A bit more LG. I think Spart1e's going to have to wait post-red to actually clean up a kill. He needs more health and armor. And he's got one. Is he going to go for yellow first? No, I think he's going to be running into that mega room right now. Here it is, up on the left. And Cypher just, bye-bye, I'm out.
90 seconds left, and Spart1e's playing to keep himself alive in the tournament. It is match point to Cypher. He cannot defend, and Spart1e clinches the frag. He goes one up, and there's, again, 90 seconds remaining, and he's got control. This couldn't be better for the Swede.
He is doing it, DDK. Spart1e is on the ball. Did he hit that rail? I'm not even 100% certain. If he did, that's going to be a major help to him. Oh, Cypher's over the other side. It takes a while for Spart1e to react, but he's got the rockets. They are going to nail him to the wall. And now Spart1e just needs to get over to that red. It's up in a second. He might be a little late for this. I think he just assumed that he would. And he took a safer position. Can he hold on to this lead, man?
This is really doable for Cypher. He's just got to find the right engagement. Goes for the quick with the plasma, and he makes it happen. Cypher with an insanely strong plasma play. He was smart enough to realize that was his best chance. He took it, he capitalized, he made it work, and now he's one frag away from tying it up, but there's 40 seconds left.
There's red. Spart1e might just have to get the hell off the map for the remaining 30 seconds. He's gone through the teleporter. No direct chase, but it's a direct rocket instead. The LG, one more rail there from Spart1e. He can't hit it at the moment. 17 health left, and Cypher's going to be able to tie the game up. But holy hell, he is so damn weak at the moment.
Spart1e with insane damage output. The plasma, so dangerous. 3 bolts will take him down. Cypher still edging over the corners there, trying to get those shots onto Spart1e's head. Spart1e picking up that red armor, but what time does he have left? There's 5 seconds. What Spart1e? They're tied. They're tied.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. No sweat. No sweat here. We're gonna get overtime. I could see the panic. Hear the panic in your voice.
Oh my god.
Well, this is not over. Not over by a long margin. Okay, so Mega, what's gonna happen? Because Cypher's trying to kill sometimes so that he can earn one of these major items. I think success. He's got a Mega, and at the same time, exactly, Spart1e will have taken the red. I can't tell which way this is going to go now, to be honest.
This is really, really close, really even. Oh. Both players with such crazy damage output. We saw in these fights, they just don't end up how you think they will. Each player taking their turn, respectively, to do insane amounts of unthinkable damage. But there's a minute left in this overtime. I think both players are going to be sitting in that mode of waiting for the best possible opportunity. Oh, Simon misses the rocket. That's bad. Really bad. He's got to get out of this fight. Yeah. He does so.
Positioning himself at the back is like, if you use that teleporter, I'm going to hurt you real bad. He wants to try and kill as much time as possible to see if he can get hold of the red armor afterwards. And actually, he's killing a lot of time. What the hell is Spart1e going to do to react to this? Cypher just looking around. Oh my god, he is so damn weak. A direct rocket could kill him at the moment.
God. The mind games. The mind games, because Spart1e's doubling back. He thinks that Cypher was going to go for the Mega afterwards. He was correct, but Cypher read it. And now Cypher's putting the heat back onto Spart1e. The mind games are crazy right now between these two guys.
Yeah, I just can't tell what's going on in terms of how they want to position themselves for clashing major items. I'm going to just switch over to Spart1e for a second. I'll see how stacked he is. It's pretty damn even. Yeah, this next red, because we're only going to have to decide who's got the control for the end of this. It might even decide the frag. Direct hit from Spart1e. He has got an edge of it. And the kill! Spart1e's done it. He's got the lead. He just needs to hold on for less than 10 seconds now. And he is going to bring us to a tiebreaker map here in the semi-finals. 1 second. GG there. Spart1e's done it.
Good game indeed. That was match of the week right there. That is it. That is it. Surely we're not going to see something that tops that. That was sick.
So that last red is going to decide something. I didn't realize they're going to decide the end of the game. Yeah. They were both so even then. They didn't have to both take the risk. But I guess both of them could have equally thought that, hey, he's going to back off and go elsewhere. But they committed, and it was wonderful.
That game was, I think one of the best moments for me in that game was towards the end when Cypher was shooting those grenades over the bridge, like grenade, and waiting for Spart1e to make a play for either one. He was standing just in the distance of I can react to you and get an item. So then he saw Spart1e kind of committing more towards the Mega. So then he goes and drops down and then realizes that Spart1e is going to leave the Mega up and then drop to the red. So he starts going to the Mega. And then he waits, and he realizes that Spart1e kind of read that as well and was going to double back to the Mega. So it was this crazy double back, and they're both, well, Cypher was a lot lower. So the game almost hinged on that moment too, on a series of very, very fast, amazing reads.
If Spart1e didn't get out of the Mega room in time, then it certainly would have been another frag for Cypher.
Yeah.
And he still had the red up because obviously he didn't take it, backed off, and we saw a little bit of a time cut for a few moments. Really intense end.
That was great Quake. That was some great Quake. I'm happy that I got to see that.
Can Spart1e hold it up for another map and secure his spot in the finals, though?
It's a good question. We obviously have seen that if he's not playing a map like Lost World, hopefully he doesn't get... I mean, Blood Run shouldn't be in the mix for him.
No, so I'm sure he would have removed that.
So he's got good chances, I think.
I think by default, like when it does go to that map removal process, they just assume the first map's already been removed, so when Spart1e's in it. That's why he really doesn't like pick when it's in this kind of map pool. Because he knows his opponent's going to be like, I don't even play Blood Run, but I'm going to play it against you.
Yeah, exactly.
Spart1e.
Yeah,
He just can't do anything about that. He can't even win in those situations, even though he's probably got, you know, years or hundreds of games more experience than them on that map. He just, no, it doesn't fit together. It's like two broken puzzle pieces meshing. And
that's actually, I have a nice image of like a toddler. Like the toddler's got
trying
like
to put the triangle in the square hole.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
That's Spart1e and ZTN right there. Let's get a GIF or something.
we're upping the imagery.
This is good. Do you like
it's
it?
Good.
Yeah.
I like some imagery.
I want the imagery of the next map though real soon.
Yes.
That's what I'm after. I'm guessing it would be Cure or something. We don't actually know what the last map's going to be, but for me, I think that's something that Spart1e would be really happy with. But then I can also imagine it being something Cypher would remove out of respect to Spart1e.
I'm seeing a Kuros and stuff for sure.
We could get like a toxicity as like a real.
Yeah.
That could be it.
I'm gonna bank on your original prediction of Cure.
Let's have a look. We'll find out.
Oh.
This is Sinister. We didn't even guess that one. I didn't think that Spart1e would be that interested in playing it, but let's find out, guys. It is the tiebreaker now. The winner of this is going to be in the grand finals of this Spring Season number 8 Cup.
I liked that rocket jump actually. A bit of added speed. Because he just lost health from it, I think. He just lost health from it, so he can get that back. He's not doing any armor damage. So it makes him faster for no cost. I like that a lot.
Do you like that math?
I love that.
Oh, that's where Cypher's coming from. And Spart1e didn't quite catch him in time. But he's got a decent stack, and heading towards the next Mega, maybe Spart1e's going to be able to pile a little bit of pressure from the higher ground. These are nice defensive grenades, though, from Cypher. Oh my god, there's an actual drop from Spart1e. He's absolutely crazy. Is Cypher going to run out of ammunition over here? I think if Spart1e wasn't railable, then he probably would have hung around if Cypher ran out of ammo.
Oh, that was so huge!
Wow.
That grenade!
I can't believe it.
That was glorious.
I've got to check how much health Cypher was. Yeah, he wasn't left with that much. The 2 rockets hit him, and he was very weak. We're going to stick there on Spart1e and see what he can do with this control.
That pineapple.
So talking about pineapples, man.
You're getting hungry.
I'm starving.
All right, well.
No mega for Spart1e. He gave up on that.
Okay, so Spart1e's playing it slow here. He knows that the mega's been taken, and he's kind of at a loss for exactly where to go at this point in time. So he's just listening in, and probably going to go through this teleporter, I imagine, and get positioned towards red, because that's going to be a pressing issue very shortly. He doesn't need to take the red, but he needs to make sure that if Cypher decides to go for it, he can punish him. Looks like Cypher's going to actually just get caught off guard completely, though.
Spart1e's got to challenge this mega. He's got to find position on it. 2 seconds left, and Cypher, yep, he gives him space. He knows that he was the rightful owner of this one.
That was smart, because Spart1e's approach was very strong.
Top yellow, Spart1e really trying to control at least 3 items on this map. And red coming up in a second, he might be a little bit late, but doing damage here could be a good idea. He finds Cypher. He actually reacted quicker to Cypher's presence than Cypher reacted to his. What are they doing? They keep swapping around. I can't... Okay, that was weird. But Spart1e actually gets his armor back to 200, whereas Cypher probably hasn't got the same.
Telefrag.
Oh my god, he knocks him off the mega health. This could be Spart1e. It is. It's 2-0 now for the Swede. Monstrous performance at the moment. He is literally playing his heart out in this FACEIT Sunday Cup.
He is off to a cracking start. There's no denying it. The way that he's been approaching certain items and certain decisions have been just amazing. The only scary moment for me was the teleporter dance, and luckily no one got telefrag, because that's just horrible.
Spart1e's actually had a really good start in all 3 of the maps that we've seen. Even Lost World, where he actually was having a crushing defeat in the end. He got those 2 early frags.
And here's spotted Cypher. And this is what Cypher does best. He disappears, leaving only a rocket in your face as a sign that he was ever there.
Spart1e does not want to let go of this control. He's clinging on like his life depends on it. Which, well, it does. It's a long time until items are up. Maybe this is a time for Spart1e to pick a fight. He's got to start managing Cypher stack a bit, otherwise he's just going to charge in at some point to a red or to a mega with 100, 200. And Spart1e's going to have a really tough fight on his hands. He's going back to the Mega. Rockets really finds him, knocks him off the Mega again. It's a brilliant charge from him, but Spart1e's rockets stop connecting, so he's got to give that one up.
Spart1e is like a bull. He just charges. He sees red and he just goes for it. And in this case, Cypher is just red all over him. I don't know what's going on, but in goes Spart1e again with another bit of a charge, but can't quite get through the door that time.
That hurt a lot.
But the thing is that he keeps picking up the items, so it's actually fine to take these little pokes. And the only issue is that he has to keep Cypher's stack under control, and I don't think he's doing quite so well, but that rail will help.
If we can hit one more as well, that'd be brilliant, but it's actually just Cypher connecting at the moment. He's going to get the Mega. That lower yellow has actually been up for quite a while, but I think Spart1e wants to earn some kind of position here on red. He's sorting that out nicely.
Spart1e is running controls so very well, and he's doing all the right pressure moves. This is a game to learn from. As any aspiring player, any aspiring duelist who wants to improve their Sinister game, Spart1e is doing the basics so incredibly well.
That's a lot of pressure, though, from Cypher. Spart1e might have to give up this red. It might be very difficult for him to challenge. Oh, the grenades! One of them is going to hit him in the face. Spart1e's got to give up on that. Back off to the Mega. And now you need to find one of the yellows, and hopefully not the yellow that Cypher's going to be at. Great success.
That was the moment Cypher had been waiting for. He'd been very patient, and it's now given him a stack to play with, or maybe even a stack to find the frag, especially after the rails. Spart1e has no interest anymore in any kind of altercation with the Belarusian, so he's going to have to play it. Oh my god, so close.
Maneuver.
Indeed, aerial maneuvers.
The red's up. Is Cypher not going to be there? Somehow Spart1e gets it. Okay, he's got to find some health though immediately. One rail will still be the end of him. He sees a 25 health level. Is Cypher going to punish him there? He's a bit late to get there. That Mega got taken during that whole debacle, but let's see. Spart1e's holding on to his life. This is absolutely incredible at the moment. 4 minutes left. He's got to hold on to this lead.
And will Cypher predict correctly here on where Spart1e's going to be? That's what it's all about. The Megas 4 seconds away, so Cypher's not going to be in there just yet, but now he's finally making his way around. And a trade. Spart1e's still doing well, though, and he needs the Mega time, so he needs the Hibby here. Ooh, a bit too much damage. Can he get away with this, though? Not quite.
Cypher not rocket jumping up? No, he doesn't. He's giving him enough space. Spart1e's being given a lot of respect at the moment. And here comes the LG drop down. Cypher's now on the board. It was a long time coming, but he made it. Spart1e gets the red steal. Just wants to choke Cypher from some resources, but it's going to be a frag nevertheless. Only 100 health to work with. There's going to be one yellow. Spart1e might get the lower yellow. It's actually dropped onto the Mega. It's not spawning for 5 more seconds.
Cypher's been on point with the rails. As I say that, he misses one. Cast a curse.
All over.
He's back.
Spart1e did get the Mega just then, so even though it's a tied game, it's also very much tied up in control.
So the inverse curse reversed. Right there.
That sounds like it's really fun to say.
I know it is. You should try it. You're going to be thinking about now. When can I throw this in? But Cypher, he is continuing to hit a lot of shots. This is really what has slowed Spart1e down on his pressures, on his pushes. And Cypher is reaping the rewards.
Spart1e's not done much damage at all. This is Cypher going into full control right now. And Spart1e's got a pretty rough defensive game to play at the moment. He needs to find armor, and he needs to hope that Cypher's going to give him a break of some sort. Spart1e keeps on giving him angles. I can't believe the amount of risks that Swede is taking. Lower yellow's up, he's taking, and he does get out without taking further damage. And the rocket jump up to red. That was a brilliant move to secure him some level control. He's hit 2 rails in a row. Is there going to be another? There's one more for the kill. Cypher's thinking, shall I risk it? Shall I risk it? And in the end, he does back out. But one more rail would still be the end of his life.
Oh, this is really key. There's a lot of pressure on Cypher now because he has to get this Mega. He's got to get it, but he cannot do it in time. And the reason he had to get it, because Spart1e had basically one position on the big items, and Spart1e's next Mega in red was more or less for free. And look at the score. That was the only time Spart1e was going to be vulnerable.
What a frag as well from the Swede. He got full control from that. He was completely unharmed during the making. And he's found Cypher again. Rockets aren't too bad. A bit of LG at the end. Is there going to be a kill? He can't hit the rail. He's got one more slug left. There's a health ball being taken. Maybe Cypher's put himself up above 80 health. He hasn't. That's another L for the Swede. Is Cypher about to wave goodbye to his chances in the grand finals of this FACEIT Sunday Cup? Spart1e's got to hold on. These last 60 seconds are going to be the most intense of the tournament so far. Let's go over to Cypher's point of view and see what he's doing, because this is still very doable for the Belarusian.
Only one rocket there. That is something to know. That could be quite troublesome in the end. That means one rocket jump. And here he goes up the bounce pad. He's going to find Spart1e. He has to take the fight, and he cannot clinch it. It's 40 seconds left, and Spart1e, he's 3 frags up at this point.
I can't believe it, man.
It's not a lot, but it's enough.
That's it. That's got to be game right there. Spart1e's done it, man. Spart1e has made it to the grand finals. How has he done this today? He's taken out Ash in a best of 1. Now he's just taken out Cypher in a best of 3.
Where does it end?
Cypher blew himself up on Spart1e, doing it with a weird air rocket. Oh my holy hell.
And this is the thing, right, that we were talking about this. I brought this up before. Spart1e's one of the players. Of course, we can see his immaculate aim here. Beautiful accuracy is coming in. But he's one of those players, and this is another reason why I said that this map is nice of him than Blood Run, because it has the DM6 element of more open aim battles.
GG, man.
And that's and some of those open rail battles, that's what brought him back into the game. It was him hitting 2 or 3 shots in a row when Cypher's like, I got to take this fight because I got to push him off red. I've got more stack. So if we hit equal amount of shots, then I'm ahead. But unfortunately for him, Spart1e was just hitting so well in those spots, and that's all she wrote.
What has Spart1e done to get to this level again without us noticing him get to this level?
I'm telling you, man. Activity, it doesn't matter much for him. He just always comes back hot.
Suddenly, it's like he's flicked a switch, and all of a sudden, I think we need to test him to see if there's any certain substances in his system. I think he might be using
man mode. That's all he needs.
These are kind of gaming steroids. I don't know, but Spart1e, what a beast! What a beast! That's a day to remember here, I think.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament for sure, and we have still awesome matches to come up. We have Evil versus Pavel next. The winner, of course, will play against Spart1e in the grand finals, and what a grand finals it could be. So, guys, we're going to go for a quick break. Stay tuned, stay with us here on FACEIT TV for more Quake Live dual action. We'll be right